Ooh, what's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMG WTF LOL FTWBRB. Welcome back to more Total Extreme Wrestling 2013. We are playing as the WWE in the year 2015, and this is the first SmackDown of not only the no, not post, what am I saying? For some reason, I thought that our last pay-per-view was just recently. Incorrect. This is the first SmackDown of June, is what I was trying to say. Either way, let's go ahead and run the show. Only one pre-show match tonight, and it was an awful match that was completely devoid of heat. Leo Kruger defeating Christian York with the Kruger, and Christian York is one of the people I went out and hired. He did get a 98 on his cocky gimmick, so there is that. So why did this do bad? Okay. Wait, what? Oh, a well-executed squash. Well, you're welcome. Anyway, let's go on to the main show, and we start off the night with a 76 B-. The music of Dean Ambrose plays as he makes his way down to the ring to start off the show. He takes the mic, talks to the crowd for a bit, the typical, how you all doing tonight, yada, yada, yada. Before, getting right to his point, he says, over a year ago, I climbed up this ladder, and I had my hands on the Money in the Bank briefcase, and while I was trying to pull it down, Kane came out. And then he took me out, and I had to lay there and watch as Seth Rollins climbed up the ladder and steal the Money in the Bank briefcase from me. How ironic is it that a year later I'm going to be the one to climb the ladder and take the WWE Championship from you? I made you a promise, Seth. After you won that briefcase, I promised you that I would hunt you and never let you cash in that briefcase. But after an unfortunate fall, through a ladder at WrestleMania, I had to lay back in the hospital and watch you once again capitalize on opportunity, just like you did with the Shield, just like you did at Money in the Bank, and just like you did to my boy Roman, basically. That was me paraphrasing. Not at Money in the Bank. At Money in the Bank, you're the one who's going to lay on your back as I take something from you. And if you think putting me in a match against Rusev tonight's going to change that, then boy, prepare to be proven wrong. And I was going to actually add more, but I wasn't able to fit it. And now I'm kind of having a little bit of a blank of what I was really going to say. Pretty much, he was going to end off saying that Bulgarian, some mean name that's not the word bitch, because I don't want to just overuse that too much. It's meant for good moments. Either way, pretty much just saying that Bulgarian, I'm going to make that Bulgarian my, actually that's what we'll say. I'm going to make that Bulgarian my bitch tonight or something. And simple as that. A promo where Ambrose is just kind of, getting his words in on Rollins, kind of referencing the past to where, not only did he have it, almost win the Money in the Bank briefcase until, Kane interfered and what I just basically mentioned there. But also with the Shield and, Rollins catching in on Reigns. Just a lot of history between Ambrose and Rollins, and Ambrose just kind of letting it all out there and pretty much saying, it's been a year since you screwed me over. A year later, I'm screwing you over. Typically like that. And then also, adding in that later on tonight, he will be taking on the Bulgarian Brute Rusev. Also, my apologies if you hear any noise in the background. We then go to a 62C. Seth Rollins is backstage with Rusev, Kane, and the Big Show. And he says, tonight, you three need to do your jobs. Rusev, tonight you've got Ambrose. You've beaten him before. You'll beat him again. You're the Bulgarian Brute. I'm not really worried about you, but you two got Orton next in a Money in the Bank qualifier. And I know Triple H doesn't want Orton in this match. So you two better make sure. But before he can finish, Big Show then takes the mic. Seth, you have no reason to worry. Orton's in the ring with both me and Kane. There's no way he can win. Rollins then jumps back in. Well then, Show, explain to me what happened when Orton was in there with you both last time. Or how about this past Monday on Raw when Cena beat you? Or more importantly, how about when neither of you could beat Ambrose or Ziggler in a steel cage or a no DQ match? You guys are the reason we're in this mess right now. Face it, Show. Your age is beginning to catch up to both of you, and you're on thin ice. Soon enough, the authority will be more about the youth movement and less about the two aging giants. So as Triple H told me to tell you guys, don't disappoint him. And then Rollins and Rusev walk off while Kane and Big Show just look pissed, And Rusev is also learning to show more charisma. I'm happy to see that. And then we see Randy Orton walk into the ring as we head to our commercial break. Coming back from our commercial break, we have our opening match of the night, a 69C+. It's also a Money in the Bank qualifier match, Nerds and Geeks. And about that featured great action and average heat. Randy Orton defeating Kane and the Big Show when Orton defeated Kane with the RKO. So Kane and Big Show once again not able to keep their promise. But not only that, we now have our fourth member in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So right now the ladder match is looking like Dolph Ziggler versus Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton. 2 more participants to go. Randy Orton's improving in Rumble. That's pretty good. And then this is, I imagine, a commercial break happened in between these two. Or, Orton's probably, just walking to the back or something. And then here comes Rusev, beating him down, tossing him, and, back and forth into, like, the weird little garage cage thing that they pull down. I don't know what the hell it's called. Or into, bins and catering food tables and walls. I don't know. Basically just beating the hell out of Orton backstage. Rusev not only pissed that Randy Orton's in the Money in the Bank, but, also doing the work that Show and Kane couldn't do. I almost said Show and Big Show couldn't do. 82B, though. That's freaking fantastic. Then we can go on to a interview. I didn't really have much to do for this. That's why there was no typical story here. Both Titus and The Miz are being interviewed about their upcoming match. Their little side-by-side interview. And it's just more about, one-upmanship. Titus is like, saying, well, Miz is all talking about how all this trash about how he can beat me, how he can beat the PTP. Tonight you get your opportunity. We already know that at Money in the Bank, it's going to be PTP versus Mizdow versus Uppercats. But now we get to, tonight I get to show you that you can't beat the PTP. You can't beat Titus O'Neil. And then Miz just firing back. Oh, did you say something to me? Really? 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 I'm the Miz. I'm awesome. Typical Miz firing back. And the two just arguing. And then Titus says, I'll see you in the ring then. Damian Mizdow is there as well. Of course he is. Oh, wow. This is not too bad. 67C plus. And a match had some good action, but not much weighing heat, of course. Titus O'Neil defeating The Miz with the spear. I keep forgetting to add the fall of Titus as his finisher. And also we have Miz being distracted by Damian Mizdow. I guess that can follow with the spear, Miz setting up for maybe, doing his little skiing pose while he's ready to do the skull-crushing finale. And he sees Mizdow doing it, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then he turns around. Spear from Titus O'Neil. 1, 2, 3. Titus O'Neil. What was that? That's Titus O'Neil's call for now on. He wins the match. Getting a little comeuppance over The Miz. I don't know if I use that word right, but I am very satisfied with this. An 80B, thank God. Once again, not rating Leo Kruger, so that's probably why I did so good. I have to bring this up as well, but we'll get to it when we get to it. So, Daniel Bryan's music hits, and he makes his way down to the ring, takes the mic, and he tries to start talking, but of course he's interrupted by the crowd. I almost said crown. Yes, yes, yes. Chants erupting the arena. But finally, as it dies down, he takes the mic and he says, winning the WWE Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania was a dream come true to me. Some may see it as a demotion, but I look at it as a challenge. I want to bring this title back up to I want to bring this title back up to the prestige it once held. Back to that point where no one would look at holding this title as a demotion. I'm proud to hold this Intercontinental Championship. But, just in case you missed it, this past Monday, I officially qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. And let's just say, I have a little experience in the match. I mean, not to brag or anything, but I am a former winner. And after I win the Money in the Bank briefcase, I'm going to go after Seth Rollins, and just like WWE Hall of Famer, The Ultimate Warrior, I will capture the WWE title while retaining the Intercontinental Championship. And, he's going to keep going on pretty much talking about, but instead of, Warrior, he's going to hold on to them both or something like that. But before he can continue going on, Dolph Ziggler music interrupts him, and he makes his way down to the ring, and he says, I'm sorry, Daniel, did you say when you win? Because last time I checked, I've also won a Money in the Bank ladder match. So don't go forgetting about your competitors and the other superstars in this match, because I'm going to be there. Why do I keep wanting to say Sunday? When I was writing them, I almost wrote Sunday all the time, like Money in the Bank is this freaking week. I'm going to be at the Money in the Bank ladder match too. And then Daniel says, oh, I haven't forgotten, Dolph. I know this match isn't going to be a cakewalk, but if I can be honest for just a moment, out of the 3 superstars in the match, you, Orton, Bray, I've beaten all 3 of you on numerous occasions. And the last time I was in a ladder match was WrestleMania, and it was for the Intercontinental Championship. You were also in that match, Dolph. And who won then? I'm not trying to come off as conceited or anything. By the way, I know I probably spelled that word wrong. I'm just stating facts. And before Dolph can, reply, we hear Bray Wyatt, chop. And then all of a sudden, chop, starts back up, the whole thing. And Bray's on the stage in his rocking chair. Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, Leo Kruger behind him. Actually, you know what? The way I would like to imagine it is Luke Harper and Eric Rowan behind him, hands on the chair, while Leo Kruger's kind of like in that crouching position. If any of you remember in NXT when he would do like that crouching position and like look around, like he's in the crouching position, like Spider-Man position, basically. If that's a better illusion or example for you guys, not illusion, in front of Bray. That's how I'd like to imagine it. So Bray's on the stage along with the Wyatt family, and he laughs in the mic and he says, boys, oh boys, now don't you two go fighting on me now. I want you both at your best for our match. So I won't be lying when I say I'm the one who broke the both of you alongside Randy Orton and the 2 other hopeless souls that stand before me come the big event. So how about instead of you 2 fighting each other, you take on my 2 monsters instead, and they can give you a preview, an example of the hell you're going to experience in our match. Of course, the crowd starts erupting in a yes chant. Dolph looks over at Bryan and nods. Bryan just takes the mic and, chants along with the crowd, yes, yes, confirming that, indeed, we will have that tag team match. An 80B, though, that's a great grade. We go on to the match. Not the best rating? Whatever. 69C plus, and about to feature great action and average heat. Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler defeating the Wyatt family when Bryan defeated Rowan with the running knee strike. Luke Harper's also improving in technical skills, so that's pretty awesome. And then afterwards, a 74B minus. Dolph and Daniel are celebrating. Daniel goes over to Dolph to shake his hand. Dolph looks down at Daniel's hand and then just walks past him, kind of doing the shoulder bump as he walks past him, showing, I'm not your friend. I'm not your ally. I'm your enemy. Come Money in the Bank, we're duking it out over that briefcase. Oh wow, this is 54C minus. Good job. Natalya in the ring about to, compete. Before she can compete, though, Victoria comes out to scout Natalya and Natty. None too happy about it. We then go on to a 47D of a match. Solid in-ring action, non-existent crowd heat. Natty defeating Naomi with the sharpshooter. And then Victoria just coming and saving, preventing Natalya. Not Naomi. Preventing Natalya from further beating down on Naomi. That does it for the women. Then we go to a 66C plus. I didn't add anything too specific here, but basically what's happening right now is Sheamus is like, look, Barrett, I know you and I have been on the opposite side right now. I cost you a match against Cena. You cost me my match against Daniel Bryan. So, we need to put our differences behind us. We both want Cena. We both don't want him to be the United States champion. I say, what the heck? John Bradshaw Layfield, not who I meant to put down there. That's kind of funny. I really didn't mean to put JBL down, but can't go back now. I'm not gonna go back just for JBL. But pretty much Sheamus is telling Barrett, we both want Cena. We both don't want Cena to be the champion anymore. Why don't you and I just take him on at Money in the Bank, and at least one of us will walk out as champion? And then Barrett's like, why the hell not? And they finally shake hands, and they agree upon it. Let's just both go after Cena. And also, Barrett has switched his gimmick. He now has a British Bulldog gimmick. Don't think Davy Boy British Bulldog. Just think of, a rough and tough British wrestler, basically. And I got an 83 on it, so I'm super stoked that he has a good gimmick now. Unfortunately, he has a cold crowd. And Sheamus has low momentum, so we need to change that. Wish I would have known that. I would have given him a match. And then we see Dean Ambrose walk into the ring. But before he can have his match, Seth Rollins comes out to scout his future opponent and join the commentary table. Good grade. And then the match itself does a 72 B-. Definitely the best match of the night. Featured great action and a good crowd. Rusev defeats Dean Ambrose with a super kick after distraction from Rollins. And I think I forgot to add something here. So if I forgot to add it, I'll just mention it after the show. But if I didn't, then we're not going to say anything. Also, Rusev's improving in Rumble. And I did. I wanted to add a beatdown angle after that, but I must have forgot. And that probably would have helped a little bit, but what can you do? We'll just insinuate or, pretend that, this is also the beatdown, They continue to beat down to end off the show. We did increase our popularity in 23, but we lost in 16, but what can you do sometimes? It's like counterintuitive. Like, we gain popularity on Raw, but then we lose popularity in SmackDown, so. Again, I don't know if I use the word counterintuitive right either. I use a lot of words wrong. I want to make that clear now. I'm all like, ooh, let me try to sound smart, and then I say it, and then someone's like, that's not how that word's used. So, the creator of Toyota is retiring. That's a joke. I have no idea who she is. Someone's going to be like, oh, bro, you got to watch her matches. For all I know, she could be good. Oh, no, Tiffany divorced. Who's Tiffany? Who'd she divorce? El Abajija. Sammy Jane walks out of FF UK. She was like, FFU UK. Alright, dumb jokes aside. Gotta stop now. Oh, Will Ferrara staying with ROH. Oh no, Brie Bella and Michael Hayes. I mean, I'm gonna end up, renegotiating with him, but I'm not like super worried about it. Oh look, Bobby Fish. I'm unhappy. I think I deserve better to me and enhancement talent. Let me ask you guys a question. Should I just auto-push those guys to, prevent them from complaining, or... Because it's not like it matters. I can still make them lose. But, I don't know. A part of me is kind of like, I don't care. You were hired as enhancement talents. Another part of me is just kind of like, maybe I should. Alright, 260? Sure. And let's do 2 years. I don't know if I want you for like 3 years now. It's a big commitment. Michael Hayes, on the other hand, I'll just give you 5 years. And let's see, will you take 350? Oh no! Bree got a signing bonus. Lucky. She's lucky. I didn't mean to. Alright, let's check storylines. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Whew. I bet a lot of you are wondering what just happened. I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. I was about to sneeze, and I hate sneezing on camera. If you sneeze on camera, it's just like, why'd you do that? Some people don't have mics to mute, but I'm sorry. I had to sneeze. Looking at our storylines right now, a lot did go down. Like, a lot of these were, in the B range. The only one that's in a B right now is Orton and Rusev. We have a lot of B- storylines and C storylines, though, so not too bad. Either way, though, that's going to be the end of this episode. If you guys have enjoyed, do me a favor, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe if you have not already. And as always, my name's been OMG, WTF, LOL, FTW, BRB, and I will see you nerds and geeks for NXT. But until then, have a good day.